Let's see, just how bad do I look in this thing? Oh. Now I know what you're thinking. The title says Cavevlogs, but this isn't a cave. What gives? I've been walking around for hours, and I mean literally hours, looking for a cave. I had a cave in mind that I was going to film this video in. I've been looking for it for a very long time, all afternoon. Can't find it. It's gone. I can't find it. It's like it's disappeared or something. Ridiculous. So this is the best I can do. I apologise for the echo and the background wind, if you can hear it. This is all I could do, sorry. I mean, it's kind of a cave. It's got walls made of stone. It's got a ceiling made of stone. It's dark. Most caves are dark. This is dark. So, you know, I did my best. I mean, I tried. Today is the 25th of December 2016. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is this Special Forces wannabe reject doing in what isn't a cave on Christmas Day? And the answer to that is, one, I'm probably insane because it is very windy, it's been raining, I've been walking around for hours just trying to find this place. It's cold, because winter. But two, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore. I used to celebrate it, but I stopped being invested in the whole thing. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of people saying, you're crazy, Christmas is the best day of the year and all that crap. I don't believe you. If you enjoy Christmas, you have a great time with your family, big meals, all of that, I'm happy for you. I really am. I'm happy that you can do that and enjoy it, but for me, I just don't feel it. I just don't feel the Christmas spirit whatsoever. It doesn't affect me at all, really. I don't get bothered by it. I've received no presents this year. Nobody has said to me Merry Christmas, because, you know, I make it known, don't get me anything for Christmas, because I don't do it. And so far it seems to be working okay. There are a few reasons why I don't believe in Christmas. I mean, one, it's overly commercialised and consumerised. It's all about buy this expensive crap with money you don't have for people who will forget about it in a couple of days. It will break, most likely. I mean, if we're talking about kids' toys, like I'm going to date myself with this one, but that Roboraptor, I think it was called. It's the white dinosaur that was really expensive, and like it was the hot toy. You know, who's gonna play with that for days and days on end? No one. It just gets put on a shelf and forgotten about until it either falls off and breaks or they sell it. I mean, that's just one example. I'm sure you can think of others, you know. Two, I mean, the whole... I get it, giving gifts is good, and you should give people presents, but really, I don't think you need a day, like a specific day of the year to do that. You should, if you want to give someone a present, just do it, you know. You shouldn't have to wait until a specific day to give somebody you care about a present. I don't think that's right, personally. 3, the religious Jesus was born thing. Like, no. I mean, seriously. If there's anything that can put me off celebrating something more, it's religion. Anything to do with religion, I don't want it. Simple. I mean, and like, I've heard that Jesus, allegedly, Jesus wasn't even born on the 25th of December. He wasn't. I mean, that's what I've heard. I haven't read the Bible yet. I might get around to doing that at some point, just to have a look at it. And like, the nativity, I mean, it's harmless enough, I guess, but no, I don't like it. I don't like it. That was 4. That was 3. This is 4. No, I think that's actually it. There is no 4. If I think of a 4, I'll say it, and at some point, if I remember. Phew, it is cold in here. This was a bad idea. This whole day was a very bad idea. This whole looking for the cave thing, it's a really bad idea. But bad ideas are what I live for. If there's a bad idea that's stupid and crazy, that nobody in their right mind would think of doing, it's a safe bet I'll do it. You know, unless there's an actual risk that I might die, or it's harmful to my health, or I might get a disease, I'll probably do it. I mean, just gotta live, right? Just gotta do what you want to do. And what I want to do is crazy, insane, stupid crap that, you know, most people don't even think of doing. I mean, who else would, on Christmas Day, look for somewhere like this to make a vlog? Who else? No one. I'm sure that this is an original idea, not sarcastic, on YouTube, that nobody has done before or would ever think of doing. If I'm wrong, I will retract that statement and apologise. But I'm pretty sure that what I'm doing right now is original content, which is something that's very rare on YouTube at the moment. You don't get it a lot. I mean, let's just say that. I'm not going to call anyone out in particular because I'm a very small channel, very small, like minuscule, and I don't want to start drama. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready. I'm sure no one would pay attention anyway. I mean, come on, like, I'm tiny. But just in case, I'm just saying, there's a lot of unoriginal, repeated content on YouTube. That isn't always a bad thing. I mean, you can do something that someone else has done, do it better. I like that. I like people who can do that, because they bring something new to the original idea, and that's what art is about, in some ways. But there are some people who just do the same thing over and over that everybody else is doing, and it just gets boring. It just gets, I get tired of it. So I thought I'd take today to talk about myself a bit. You know, I mean, first episode of Cavevlogs, might as well start somewhere, right? You know my name. If you don't, I mean, the channel title is like right down there below the video title. You can see it next to the subscribe button. Not telling you to click it, you can make that decision on your own. It's right there. Just read that. That isn't my name, the last word of my channel title is my first name. I want to make that clear. And if any of you saw my last video, which was a lot of fun to make and do, I got a lot of personal satisfaction out of that. You know my surname as well. And some people, I mean a lot of people, are very uncomfortable with putting their full names out on the internet, and for good reason. I mean, it's a risky thing to do. I mean, put your full name out there, somebody could, I mean, identity theft is a problem. I mean, I'm sure like a lot of us have heard about YouTube channels getting hacked from people calling up their phone companies and pretending. Sorry, but it's really cold in here. Really cold. Pretending to be them, and like the phone companies, being the idiots that they are, they just give all the information, like for two-step verification. You know that. You know, they get hacked easily. That's a problem, of course. I mean, you might be able to find someone's house if you know their full name. That's a problem for a lot of big YouTubers, with fans going around their houses and harassing them, knocking on the door, ringing the doorbells. I mean, that happens to, I mean, pretty much every big YouTuber, I think, but more so to people who have their full names out there. It's a lot easier to find people. But I'm going for it. I'm being open, transparent. I'm not going to hide behind an alias or a false name just to keep myself safe. I'm really going for it. And, you know, call me stupid or brave, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So apart from the Christmas thing, which I know is an unpopular thing to think, and no, before anyone asks, I don't celebrate Hanukkah either, because I'm not religious at all to any religion, for any reason. I don't celebrate Kwanzaa. I don't even really know what Kwanzaa is, only that it's a celebration that I think happens around Christmas time. I saw that in a Futurama episode once, I think. I mean, best place to go for information of such things, I'm sure. I really... I haven't eaten for ages, so I'm going to eat some food. I mean, I'm sure it won't affect the video too much. I hope it doesn't affect the video too much. But if you find that a problem, I don't care, because I'm really hungry and I'm very thirsty, and that's it. I mean, you've got to eat, and it is really getting dark now. I mean, I'm looking at the sky right now. I really hope that torch that I'm using for lighting in here doesn't run out of batteries, because I will be screwed if it does. I hope the lighting works, by the way. I mean, this is the best I could do. I don't really have anything else I could use. So this torch is the best I can do. If it doesn't work, I apologise. Again, I apologise for this whole setup. I mean, amateurish comes to mind. But I'm trying. I mean, this is my first vlog ever. And, you know, I'm sure even the big vloggers, like, even the big vloggers on YouTube, I'm sure their first vlogs weren't perfect. You've got to start somewhere, right? I cannot eat dairy. I cannot eat dairy products, gluten, hot spices, fish, as well as bananas and certain other foods. 2. Nuts. I can't eat nuts. I'm not allergic to nuts, but every time I eat them, I just start feeling sick. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. But nuts are one of those things that I can't stand the taste of, you know, and chocolate too. This is pizza, and if this was a normal pizza, that would completely contradict my statement about not being able to eat gluten or dairy. The thing is, this is gluten-free pizza. Gluten-free. Which I'm very grateful to whoever made this or came up with the idea for this. It's brilliant. You can buy it at, you know, most supermarkets now, which for people like me and a lot of other people is really amazing. Because before this came along, unless you made it yourself, which is very difficult, I've tried, to make gluten and dairy-free food, it's very difficult. So the supermarkets are good for one thing. I don't really like the idea of them personally, because of the selling fruit when it's out of season idea. I think that's terrible. Shouldn't do it. And like, everything's in plastic all the time, all the packages, all the products are all wrapped in plastic. I hate that, I really do, but I mean, to give them credit, they do make stuff like this. So I mean, can't really complain. This is a sausage roll, gluten-free as well, very nice. Cold, because I left where I live hours ago. Excuse me, this is very unprofessional. Oh dear. Like I said, I haven't eaten in ages. I mean, I've been climbing up cliffs, you know, because I like going places as the crow flies, as the saying goes. Not as easy as it looks. Not easy. I enjoy outdoor activities, you know, going for walks, you know, climbing, exercising, working out. I enjoy it, I do, especially outside, and I mean, not on days like this, but walking on the coast path, if you have a coast path to walk on, it's really good. I really enjoy it, especially with friends. But days like this, where there's just gale blowing into you, walking into it, having to do that for hours, and while it's raining, it's not fun. It really lowers the enjoyment of the activity. I don't even know what time it is. It's very almost pitch black out there. I don't think I'm going to get that big on YouTube, personally. I mean, I hope I do. I'm sure every YouTuber hopes that they get big. Or a lot of YouTubers anyway. If they're making videos, making content, everybody hopes that it gets seen by people. I mean, that's the dream. But I don't have too much faith in my video making abilities just yet. I mean, considering my amateurist setup at the moment, very poor, very poor. But let me know in the comments if there's anything I could improve on. I know being in an actual cave would be one of them. But apart from that, if there's anything else that you could say about my video making or editing, let me know, because I could really use the advice. I'm just starting out. People say that jump cuts, like some people say jump cuts are a big problem on YouTube. I disagree. Not entirely. I mean, there are some certain YouTubers, which, again, not naming, that are really bad with their jump cuts. Like, they use them all the time. So I agree with the people who say jump cuts are a big problem when it's those kinds of people. Just for everyday YouTubers, just, you know, if they cough or, you know, screw up a line, like I have a couple of times. I'm going to be honest, I did mess up the beginning of this video a couple of times. I had to do a couple of takes on that. But unless it's, you know, you don't need to use them all the time. They do get abused, jump cuts. Jump cut abuse. Raise awareness. Start a change.org petition for jump cuts. That's a really bad joke, but you know, it's probably a lot better than some change.org petitions there are. I've heard of some really bad ones. Really bad. I'm sure you have too if you're familiar with change.org. There are some terrible petitions out there. Now I really want to make this point. I thought it was cold before, when I was walking around in the rain and the wind, but it is really cold now. I mean, I'm wearing this jumper, but it's winter. It's the 25th of December. Really cold. At night, on the coast path, right next to the sea. Might be able to hear it. I'm not sure what the quality is like on this camcorder yet, because this is my first time using it. I have to, you know, but it's cold. It's cold. The food is cold. My hands are cold. It's not good. Not pleasant. I'm not a fan of the cold. I'm not sure many people are, but some people prefer cold to being warm or hot, which I understand. I thought I'm getting paranoid that I'm going to turn into one of those snack vlog videos. Have you seen them? People, usually quite large people. I mean, let's not try and hide that. Sitting in their cars, you know, reviewing food, like fast food from places, usually American people, I might add. Not that I have anything against Americans in general. If there are any American viewers watching, but come on, you have to admit, these people exist. These people eat a lot of food. Some people eat a lot of food and record it with the camera zoomed in way too close to their mouths when they do. It's disgusting. I'm not having a good time. I'm not having a good time anymore. I apologise for the noise, by the way. All of the food I have with me is wrapped in tin foil. Because to hell with plastic. I'm a gamer too. I have played a lot of video games. over the years. My favourite console is probably the PS2. I'm going to be honest. I mean, that was my first console. Got it a very long time ago. Some of my favourite games on that. I mean, games that I could play like today, that I'd want to play like today with no problems. This is a leg of duck, by the way. Like I said, there are some perks of Christmas, and although I don't celebrate it, I do take a few of the spoils. Gamers get a bad rep, I feel. But, like, look at me. Do I look like your typical gamer? I know people are going to say yes, by the way, but I don't think I do. Where was I? Oh yeah, gaming. Gamers get a bad rep, you know, the nerdy guy with glasses, greasy hair. But, I mean, overweight, some of them. Let's be honest here, there are overweight gamers. Let's not dress it up. But there are a lot of video game fans and people who I would call gamers who don't fit those descriptions, like me. I mean, if you go to any kind of cosplaying convention, you'll see loads of video game fans who are completely different to each other. Completely unique individuals. Which I like. But the media, I think, makes us all look like nerds sitting in their mother's basements. Losers, basically. That's not true. Very cold. I can hear the comments now, oh, look at this wimp complaining about the cold. I live in the mountains of Scotland or Russia or Alaska or Canada or some places. I'm like, you're not cold. You're not cold. That's warm compared to where I live. And you know, fair enough. But I'm not used to this climate. Okay, yeah, I know I've been living here a long time, all my life, but sitting outside on Christmas Day, 25th of December, in the freezing cold, eating cold food, making vlogs that aren't to the cave, despite the title, I'm not used to it. My body is not acclimatised to cold temperatures. I somewhat like traditional things. I'm a big fan of the video game Skyrim. I'm sure you've heard of that one, that's quite big. Where everything's made of metals and woods and proper materials, really manly materials, and they eat meat and go adventuring. I'm really into all that. All the medieval stuff. No plastic or anything like that. Real materials, you know what I mean? Like natural, not artificial. Also medieval stuff like swords and armour. I love that stuff. I'm hoping to get a sword of my own and a suit of armour of my own one day. Hopefully. It's going to cost a lot of money. But someday, somehow, I will have my weapon. Then no one will be able to stand up to me. Because I'm just like, I have this sword, mate. I mean, come at me, bro, if you will. Well, everyone, that was the first episode of Cavevlogs, or Cavevlog. I haven't really decided on a title yet. You'll see when I finally get back. But I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I think it went rather well. I mean, considering the time it took to get here. Next time it should be a lot quicker, because I'm not going through that again. But that's all the time we have for. That's all we have time for today. Join me next time when I will be in a cave, and we'll see what happens. As always, thank you for your time. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.